practice approach. Mike Evans, he's going to go down the right sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. From up here in the booth, looked like he started to make his cut into the middle of the field right as that ball was being released. That's how you draw it up.
Exactly how you draw it up, but you don't often get that result because that means absolute confidence from both the receiver and the quarterback to know both will be in the spot they're supposed to be.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. They run it again with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6 to 3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back over to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to fight.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And boy, ball security a problem for him so far. 2 first-half fumbles. The first one they were able to keep. This one, a turnover.
And they've got to determine what is causing these turnovers. Is it?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Second and short now following the fumble. They're going to run this with a tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
White running to the left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Left side, Cook. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Allen now on first down. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little.
This is a diving effort by Evans. What a catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. Opting to run again here with White. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mayfield on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A 3rd field goal in the first half. Not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. No gain on the play. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw, it's Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Allen. That is caught, and he is going to have the Bills' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's got this one down to the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Again, it's Cook. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Cook fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going right side is White, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mac Hollins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken a fourth quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack. Mayfield down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Cook running on first down, but this defense up to the task there as they stop him before he can even get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1 officially.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
A
seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well of time there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion, Hollins. On 2nd down, Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Allen now on first down. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. In motion, Hollins. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here comes 2nd down. Mayfield to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Buffalo, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7